My name is Jeremy Coleman. I graduated from York Law School in 2013. I now work for a global law firm called Norton Rose Fulbright, where I'm the Director of Innovation. My career started a few years before I came to York Law School. Prior to coming to the UK, I worked in several startups in Western Canada, and I also studied business in Eastern Canada. When I graduated from York Law School in 2013, I headed straight to London to do the LPC, and then I started my training contract with Norton Rose Fulbright. At the end of my training contract, I was asked if I would like to join a small group of people who were starting a new office, something that was based around working differently. The mandate was to test, deploy, and actually execute on practices around working differently within the law firm. I spent 4 wonderful years in Newcastle building the office up from what was then 4 people to now over 300. And I've taken my career back to London, where I run the innovation department for our Europe, Middle East, and Asia offices. One of the best takeaways from the problem-based learning experience has been the ability to take really complex problems, break them down into their constituent parts, examine them, and then build them back up into something that's better, easier to understand, and perhaps better to execute. When I was asked to go to Newcastle to start a new office, looking at how we can work differently within the law, one of the main things we had to tackle was looking at really complex, really hard to understand, and often quite opaque legal matters. But some of that work is, or at least the hypothesis was, that we could standardize some of that work, assign that package to somebody in Newcastle who could work on that independently from the deal team, and deliver it back into the matter as a complete package. That kind of support, that standardized approach, was all predicated on what I learned at YLS. I think almost inadvertently, the problem-based learning approach is preparing students for being able to write really good quality prompts. And we know that this is going to be a very important skill with the introduction of large language models into the legal profession. It's important to understand case law, of course, and it's really important to understand how to write a good brief and how to convey your arguments. But at the end of the day, a lot of the things that you learn in legal skills are probably the things you end up doing most in a legal career. Collaboration is without a doubt one of the most important skills that you can have in a career. And collaboration is not just a group of people coming together to work on something. There is a method to making sure that it goes well. We encourage all of our new recruits to practice skills necessary for collaboration, whether that be chairing a meeting, whether that be scribing and ensuring that the meeting notes are properly captured and circulated to everyone. Those collaboration skills will serve you incredibly well throughout your career.